I'm Jill Stelter, and I'm from Snohomish County, PUD. We're an electric and water utility north of Seattle in the U.S. I'm the Enterprise Content Manager in the Information Governance Office, and I'm also the Compliance Functional Lead. So at this point, the improvements that we made, people think that that's just business as usual where we're at now, and they're coming to us and asking for, well, if you've improved our work order process and we put these certain documents in there, why can't we do it for this process? And so that's one thing that's exciting to see, that as people start to use the functionality and really appreciate what's there and understand it, they start to see the benefits and they can ask exactly what it is that they want. We have multiple business areas because we're a utility, so we have 45 different departments that all do something different. But they all maybe touch the same process but didn't really know that they were. And so being able to put it into a format in Extended ECM where there is a business workspace that's tied to content server, that they all go to the same location to upload information and see things, it's really created this more a community feeling in our business area. Even though they don't work in the same office, they can access the same information, and they go in and they expect the same structure to be there every single time and be in the same location. So it creates more consistent work fashion for everybody, and it's easier to train to because everybody's putting things in the same place. So there's all of these players that were trying to get information but couldn't get it when they needed it. And so being able to have one business workspace, so that's where your SAP transaction is connected to basically a container in OpenText. Having one location that they all have access to, and they can access the SAP transaction, so they all have that structured information that they need, and then they can upload all of that there so that they can all access it for whatever their business purpose is. It really has made a huge difference in consistency and speed and just the relationship building throughout the company, because realizing that there is a domino effect to what you do or what you don't do by how you manage your information. So that's been really a positive experience to see the growth in our employees and in our functionality as a business, just by breaking down those barriers of having to receive something in an email and then send a copy to someone else and then hope that they have the latest, greatest copy. And also from our office, the Information Governance Office, that's just a nightmare. So we're excited from our endpoint too, but most of the users don't see it from our side. So business process is really improved. So like I mentioned, our initial implementation wasn't an OpenText implementation. It was an SAP implementation, and we just wanted somewhere to put documents that would tie to our SAP transactions for a limited amount of business processes. But then after we saw the benefits of having OpenText, we kind of looked at how we could now manage records with retention and how we could manage permissions to a higher level and how we could connect different people through business process improvement. And so we looked at it and kind of thought, why aren't we doing this with all of our information? So that started the next level of our journey of moving towards getting rid of shared drives completely and moving everything into content server.